Hey, look who's here. Hey, me, Matt.
Hey, Mean Matt here, and just finished watching Under Siege. Didn't watch it last night, although I could have. I just figured, why not watch the whole thing? First of all, didn't think it was going to work, but it did, so it was actually a pretty decent show. And yeah, really enjoyed it. Really did, and I think that we'll see what happens in the future with what's going on. The Impact title was not defended. Well, I mean, it was still a good match, but yeah. So you have Brian Myers defeating Black Taurus, or Terrace, whichever. And yeah, Terrace obviously was strong in the beginning, and it led to Brian taking over, trying to overpower Toulouse. It was pretty cool, but in actuality, somehow Brian managed to pull off the win, which, yeah, kind of interesting to see how that worked. And then we'll see where this feud goes. I did have Rosemary and Crazy Steve in the corner of Terrace, and there was an outside interference where Crazy Steve got his ass handed to him by Brian, but Terrace managed to take over and defend Crazy Steve. But like I said, we'll see what happens on Thursday. I hope this feud isn't over, but we'll find out. You have the Toronto native Taylor Wilde and the Melbourne, Australia born Tennille Dashwood, who took on Susan and Kimberly. And yeah, this was a good match too. And I mean, this was kind of surprising because I thought maybe Kimberly and Susan go over in this match. But I mean, they did a pretty good job as well, but obviously Tennille and Taylor Double T did a great job and got the win. So we'll see what happens in the future. Hopefully, we'll have a knockouts take team title match. Only time will tell, but I think that would be pretty cool. So this match is a #1 contendership for the take team titles. And yeah, not what I expected really. Madman Fulton and Austin won the match. And so, yeah, this was cool. All these teams were pretty amazing. Triple XL, you would think would have went over, but surprisingly not. It was Petey Williams putting Rohit Raju in a tree of woe and then kicking his ass. This was cool. I really enjoyed it. And yeah, I'm surprised that Ace Austin won the match with Madman Fulton. Do I want to see them as the tag team champions? Fuck no. But we'll see what happens, I guess. Just because they won the tag team #1 contenders match doesn't mean shit, so. Now this match we didn't talk about when we did our predictions for Wheels of Fury, but you have Morrissey taking on Willie Mack, W. Morrissey, aka Kellen Cassidy. But this was a good match too. I mean, obviously Morrissey was the better man and won, but William Mack tried to fight. He tried, but it didn't work out. Morrissey was still very much a dominant force, so there could be a title in his future. You know, just very cool to see what this guy can do in Impact, more so than he did when he was in WWE with Enzo Amore. But yeah, a very cool match, and we'll see what happens on Thursday from there. Was a Knockouts Tag Team titles, and I'm not sure what I said for my predictions. I think I said that there wouldn't be a fluke, but I was wrong. This match was awesome. You know, Rachel Ellering did a great job fending off Iron Flavor. You know, obviously Jordynne Grace, a very powerful woman. She did a couple deadlifts, but Iron Flavor basically got the win, and are the new two-time Knockouts Tag Team Champions. I'm not sure where they're gonna go from there. I honestly am surprised because I wanted to see, and I know Kyle wanted to see where this was gonna go with Rachel and Jordynne, but you know, what can you do, I guess. This match for the X Division title, El Phantasmo, which I forgot about. I didn't know he was from Canada either, but yeah, a New Japan Bullet Club veteran. And this was a cool match. Josh Alexander, you have the X Division title on the line. This match was awesome. It was inside, outside. You know, El Phantasmo, if you really thought was going to defeat Josh Alexander, but to no avail. Josh ended up going over and is still your X Division champion. So that, I think, is cool in itself. And I want to see a rematch eventually, you know. I think that El Phantasmo can really do a good job in the Impact Zone and eventually take a title. So we'll see where that goes. The Knockouts title, you have Deonna Purrazzo and Havoc. This match was pretty cool, and obviously Havoc is a beast. And you obviously were thinking, well, you know, I think Havoc will win this match and become the new champion, but somehow Deonna Purrazzo ended up going over and is still your Knockouts champion. I don't see this feud ending. I'm pretty sure that we're going to have another match down the road, but yeah, I mean, I'm surprised because I know that Havoc is a great wrestler. We'll see what happens in the future. She's definitely a brick shithouse as well. So I am kind of surprised, but I'm also impressed that Deonna was able to go over this night. You have the 6-man tag team titles. You got the Bullet Club. You got Luke Gallows, Machine Gun Carl Anderson, the Good Brothers, and Kenny Omega taking on Eddie Edwards and Finn Juice. David Finlay and Juice Robinson, champions. Yes, they are the tag team champions. Obviously, Kenny Omega, the Impact champion, AEW champion, and AAA Mega champion. This was a good match too. I think it was the first time in the Impact Zone anyways that you had Eddie and Kenny touching the ring. They may have wrestled in Japan. I'm pretty sure they did, but I'm not quite sure. I'll have to check that out. But this was a good match. I mean, they definitely had you thinking that the Bullet Club were going to go over. But surprisingly enough, Eddie Edwards and Finn Juice won the match and stood tall. So we'll see where that goes in the future. But this was a good show all around. I mean, I really enjoyed it. So we'll see what happens. And we'll see what Kyle thinks as well. But like we said, at the Wheels of Fury predictions, is that we will be back for Double or Nothing. And unless something happens, which I don't think anything will, but we will be back. So, yeah, it was a good show, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.
So you know that them cutting WCW was a long time coming. But I think that there's this myth out there that Jamie Keller
Gnarly.
that's why he took pleasure in cutting WCW. I don't think that's the case at all. Because if you look at some of his earlier interviews, like